The best Foamposite to drop this year, or I think it's the only Foamposite to drop this year so far, so by default, it's the best. You know what I mean. The best Foamposites of 2024 so far was the return of the Eggplants, and Nike has taken that colorway and put it on another shoe that's not the Foamposites, but it's made out of the same material. Nike Zoom LeBron 4 Eggplant. Now the shoe is dropping on May 8th for $250 in the United States. And if you didn't know, LeBron was a huge fan of the Foamposites growing up. And first impressions of the shoe, I generally don't love LeBron's shoes. Like, I haven't really liked a single one of them that much. Some are pretty nice, but I haven't loved any of them. But I think the LeBron 4s for me are up there in terms of just the way it looks, just aesthetically. The Foamposites were just so unique, was that they really utilized that material at some point to really do like outrageous and different things with it. So seeing this Eggplant colorway on something other than the foams kind of feels odd, but objectively, like in a vacuum, I think it's a very cool colorway. I like that Eggplant colorway. So you see this very unique type of gradient and this purple color, just so unique. It is just really, really cool. And the materials for the shoe, it is Foamposite material, and the way they make that is by heating up polyurethane to around 175 degrees Fahrenheit, and then they pour it into a very expensive mold, and when it cools, it forms this particular shape. And the reason why Foamposites, as well as this shoe, are so expensive is because that mold is super expensive. And that Foamposite material is known to be super durable, and it starts to mold around your feet when you wear it more. So at first it might feel kind of stiff or a bit too tight or snug, but after you wear it, it really molds around your feet. I'll have more to say on size and comfort later, but that Foamposite material, I really like it. And the LeBron 4s do come with these straps, so it's like stitched. So this shoe does not come with any extra laces. It'd just be an absolute pain to put laces or change the laces out of this shoe. So it just comes with these black laces, and then at the top, you'll also see this CrossFit strap that has a LeBron logo in the middle. And that strap itself, it is nubuck material. That nubuck does feel like synthetic, cheaper type of nubuck. Not too surprised there. And then when you open up the strap, you see LeBron's Lion logo with the word King under it. And one thing I always mention with the LeBron 4s, I really like this kind of indented swoosh on the heel of the shoe. Just a really, really subtle, cool look. And then on the booty of the shoe, you see the word Believe going all the way, extending down to the outsole. And just like the Foamposites, this shoe does come with a heel tab. Something I don't love are like heel tabs or pull tabs. The Foamposites obviously have two of them. This one only has one, so I'm glad they didn't stick one on the tongue as well. And speaking of the tongue, it is part of this like inner booty of the LeBron 4s. So again, I'll have more to say on size and comfort later, but this is a very snug shoe, and this material is just soft and it really wraps around your feet. Kind of like you're wearing a sock. And the LeBron 4 does not have a traditional midsole, so what it does have is a full-length Zoom Air insert. So this chunky thing right here, just super thick. Very good cushioning. Now the LeBron 4 comes with a rubber outsole with herringbone traction, and it's kind of translucent, and you'll see 23 at the bottom here. When you flip it like this, 23, that's a really cool look. But one thing about the LeBron 4s in 2024, it's supposed to have carbon fiber strips going through where the grooves are, but the more I look at this, the more I think they just replaced it with like plastic TPU plates. And if they did do that, we paid $250, and it doesn't come with carbon fiber like it did. Very disappointing. Now herringbone traction is obviously really good, but one thing to know about material that comes in like this semi-translucent aesthetic, that's not always the best when it comes to like a dusty gym. So just keep that in mind. If it's a well-maintained and well-cleaned gym, no problems at all there. And another thing that I have to point out, you'll see LeBron James's logo, or initials actually. It's LRJ, not LBJ like a lot of people think. It's actually LeBron Raymond James, his middle name. And then on the side, you see very subtly again, the word Zoom. And the box of this shoe, an all black box, very nice. This pattern matches that pattern on the shoe. Very, very cool. And it is a pull-out box. So there you have it. On the side, you see the word LeBron and this kind of pattern on the other side. Now in terms of size and comfort, I'm a wide end flat footer. For LeBron 4s, I still go true to size. I will say when you first put your feet in the shoe as a wide footer, it is very snug because of this inner booty padding. But I tend to like my shoes more snug. That's why even though as a wide and flat footer, I don't really go up half a size for a lot of shoes. And for this one, because this material is just so soft, it really does kind of wrap around your feet like an extra pair of socks. And I just like how it feels. And like I said before, this material starts to mold itself around your feet the longer you wear it. So I go true to size for this. If you have wide feet, I do recommend just sticking true to size. Break it in, give it some time, have some patience. You don't want to go up half size in a shoe as clunky and heavy and bricky as this one. And that leads me to overall comfort. Like around your feet and the cushioning is really nice, but it is just a chunky shoe. This shoe is just super heavy. It really was only made for someone like LeBron James. And if you're not him, you're gonna feel the weight of this thing. I don't know how anyone in the world could play in this. And for casual use, yeah, I wouldn't. It's just so heavy, even though like around your feet, on your feet, it feels very nice in terms of the cushioning and padding. It's just a chunker. And that brings the total score of the LeBron 4 Eggplant to 28 out of 40. A pretty average score compared to other general releases. Now in terms of colorway, I do like this Eggplant colorway. It's pretty subtle and it's like sleek. It's got this nighttime look that I really like. But I just feel like it's so synonymous with the Foamposites. It just belongs to that shoe. So I don't love it as much on another shoe, even though it's the same materials, but overall, really like the colorway. In terms of the materials, I love Foamposite material, so durable, lasts forever, molds around your feet, just starts becoming really comfortable with more use. In terms of the comfort of the shoe, you take the good with the bad. Everything apart from the weight, I think it's super comfortable. Really does feel like a sock when you put your shoe on, but just a very heavy sock. Very heavy sock. In terms of the versatility, yeah, this is obviously a very basketball looking shoe, and it's not exactly one that like crosses over into casual use very seamlessly. It's a bit hard to wear, it is super bulky, just so chunky. I think I've said chunky so many times in this video, but it just is what it is. In terms of the wearability of the colorway, even though it's kind of weird, kind of different, I still think it's a pretty versatile colorway. It's almost like very close to an all black sneaker, so I think it's a pretty wearable colorway, but in terms of the shoe and silhouette itself, not the most versatile. Now the weight and just brickiness of the LeBron 4 is something that I don't really love, especially for performance. There's a lot of memories and a lot of nostalgia tied with the shoe or shoes from this era. And even though I won't play in the LeBron 4s or really even wear it casually, I do appreciate Nike bringing back the LeBron 4s and a very nice colorway on this shoe. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Sole Inclined. Let me know what you think of the LeBron 4 Eggplant. Like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And remember, tomorrow may never come, so wear your shoes.